Yeah, so I directed 306 Napkins, which is an episode that follows Liza's character, Tina, a few years before the show began and her journey to working at the Beast before it was the Bear.
Yeah, everything she said. Yeah, yeah. You just see me at home, and you just see a little more of Tina's secret life. I got a really good feeling about this interview. I know this is gonna be the one.
Breathe, mama.
We had guest directors previous season and this season, and ever since I've known Chris, he's sort of been mentoring me, talk about directing. I just was spending basically all my time season 2 when I wasn't on set. Then when I worked on other projects, we would talk about directing, and we got all the episodes. I mean, before that, the plan sort of came into motion, and then, yeah, when we got all the episodes, he was like, are there any that are speaking to you? There's some that I think that would be like a match, and I was just like, I would give my left arm and foot if I could direct this one. It made me cry, and Liza's just such a powerful performer. I knew I would learn so much just even being lucky enough to direct her. So that's kind of how it started. Yes, yeah.
That's thank you.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Well, when I first got the episode, I busted out in the ugly cry and then continued to do that a few more times. Well, trying to get it in my bones. And when I was first approached, someone was like, yeah, we're thinking Io to direct and I was like, she's ready. No hesitation. She's ready. Because this one is just her intelligence, her energy level. I knew she was ready to do it all. And it was so easy. We met, we discussed, we exchanged ideas. There was collaboration, but I felt like I'm in great hands, and it was just so easy.
Me leaving my body.
Sandwich really that bad?
No, I'm just, I'm fine.
Yeah? No, because I saw you before. You looked like you were crying.
Jon Bernthal, a huge fan of his before ever getting cast on The Bear. He's kind. He's so generous. I was like, you mind if we just like run the scene just because I get a little nervous? He was like, yeah, and you want to do it today? I was like, how about tomorrow? And he was there, man, knocking on my trailer, like just giving. And it's such a beautifully written scene. So much of Tina's life and journey I can personally relate to. So it was not so far-fetched to tap into what kind of a day she was having.
Yeah, I really love that scene because I think it feels like a release at the end of the episode in a really nice way. And there's like a little camera story that's happening, like when are the moments that we shoot a studio versus when we shoot handheld. But also, I think it's just this moment where you just see like two powerhouse actors really just getting to be with each other and be really present and be really quiet. There's a lot of like sound design stuff that we did where like a lot of the outside noise drops out and it feels quite ambient because these two people are like, they're in their own world that they've built together. And like we've talked about, just like sometimes when you're in a really vulnerable moment, it's like a stranger who you can open up to, not really people in your life. Sometimes it just is like that. And so I think all those things reflect that. And we also got to shoot it over the course of 2 days, which was really nice because I think that allowed you guys to sort of like be there and breathe in it, where the rest of the shoot was a little bit more like on your feet or in a lot of like locations or out on a street. And so it was also nice that we got to be like inside and it was quiet and you guys could just kind of like do your thing, as it were. And that